सोच में सकारात्मकता लाएं, जीवन को बेहतर बनाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। मनोदर्पण के काउंसलर से परामर्श पाने के लिए डायल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 844-844-0632। नंबर एक बार फिर सुने 844-844-0632।
Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to this special program called Sahyog. My name is Tanvi Khurana and this entire program is for the guidance of mental well-being of the children. And you're watching us on eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12. Let me just tell you that this entire program is under the initiative MANODARPAN and this is by the Ministry of Education, Government of India for providing psychosocial support to the students, to the teachers as well as their parents. There is a toll-free number on which you can contact if any of the child needs any kind of assistance. Then there's a toll-free number. The number is 844-844-0632. I really hope that you will spread this message, and if there's anyone who needs to contact on this number, please go ahead and call and ask for assistance. So this is a program where we discuss a very special topic which is for the children. Today's topic is adolescent development, social anxiety disorder. Well, I'm sure this is the term you must have heard about, social anxiety disorder. But what exactly is this disorder, and how negatively does it affect a child's brain or the holistic development of a child? So we are going to discuss in this particular program all the details regarding adolescent development and social anxiety disorder. Any questions from your end, we'll be love to take them up, and we have two guests and they'll be more than happy to answer all your doubts, all your queries. You can write down your questions and your queries with the help of our YouTube channel, that is ncertofficial. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, queries and share them with us. There's a specific email ID as well. If you want, you can mail it to us as well. sahyog.ncrt@ciet.nic.in, and the email has been flashed on your screens as well. So I really hope that you have noted it down. Let me please introduce you to our guests for today. Our first guest is Dr. M.S. Kariyappa. Sir, a very warm welcome to you. Namaskar. Sir is from Regional Institute of Education, Bhopal, NCRT, and we also have a practicing counselor with us, and he is Mr. Satyam Sharma. Sir, a very warm welcome to you as well.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Namaskar.
Namaskar. So I welcome both our guests once again in this very important program of ours called Sahyog. Let's begin with this discussion and let's start understanding about the social anxiety disorder. I would request Kariyappa sir to give us a brief definition of social anxiety disorder. What exactly is it? What kind of disorder is it? And is there any influence on adolescent development? Sir.
Yes, good evening to one another and all the viewers. The social anxiety disorder. Actually, normally if you speak, it is considered as a social phobia. In general terms, we all, in the school concept, we used to call it as a stage fear. This is a general word we used to normally can see. Exactly if you speak, what exactly this, we are taken a psychologically high word, but this is a kind of intense fear, or otherwise considered as a persistent fear for to show some kind of social situations. Or we can say that if you want to perform something, we have some kind of fear. So exactly if you say that why, if you want to perform, there is some kind of fear. But when fear will appear, when fear is going to be seen, only when somebody or others are scrutinizing or judging or maybe evaluating. If something they come to know, then automatically the speech or our actions are going to be changed. So these situations we can see in a number of context. For example, if you talk about it, so many children's the speaking in public, they don't show or they don't ready to speak in front of the people or in front of the even small group. They can only speak, they can speak better than anyone with one to one, but not in a group. So such kind of situations we can see. And meeting new people, so most of the children we can see that meeting new people are unfamiliar with the people, they will also show anxiety or otherwise they will get fear to talk with them or interact with them. So another one, most importantly, we can see that I think so many students have a doubts in a classroom and teaching learning process, but some people do not want to raise their hand to ask the doubts, or maybe they will know the answer when the teacher asked, they don't want to tell even if they know the answer. Why? Because they have a kind of a fear to raise the hand and say the answers to the teacher. So here, like if you talk about it, even so many times in a general market situation, if you see that some children used to go for a market and after purchasing many things, they don't have a dare or they don't have a flexibility to ask a cashier to detailed way of whatever he purchased and what is the amount he has given. Like we can see such kind of a market situation also. And sometimes so many children used to show that they don't want to sit and eat in front of the menu. They will go and sit alone and eat. They do. So such kind of all these examples, if you see that, there are the huge amount of influence on adolescent development. If which we speak about it, a mental well-being, which is most important for our holistic development, it should be a mixture of many, like psychologically, emotionally, and physically, even academically, even all kind of skills should be there. So here, the interaction with society is the most important for psychosocial development among the adolescent. So I think already we know the most of this adolescent development is a critical stage, and it is a identity versus role confusion. In such a role confusion stage, in such an identity crisis condition, so definitely we need a most important role, and it impact the development if the student or if the child or if a teen or adolescent has this kind of socio anxiety disorder, means there is a huge influence. If you come to that, what kind of an influence they have, they will deny the social relationship. If the social relationship is denied, automatically we can see they could not able to fulfill their what we can expecting them mental well-being or holistic development. And we can also see in so many academical performance also can hinder because of the social anxiety, because when student doesn't raise the doubts and get clarified from the teacher, when he's having answers, can not able to respond to the teachers, and in that situation also we can find students are unable to express, and due to that also may have a chances to be academically perform very poor. And avoidance behaviors, normally those who are having such kind of social phobia, though feel definitely they start avoiding to entering any kind of an activities. They won't participate in extracurricular activities. They won't come forward to talk with teachers or parents or even any kind of social situations. They will avoid. They do, even they have skills, they have abilities, but they won't come for performance. So in such situation, automatically this avoidance behavior will, if you continue, this can become a kind of a negative development among the teenagers, like isolation. So when they go to the isolation, means again the psychological issues will be increases. And another one, most importantly, they feel negative self-concept. So when keep on avoiding, keep on having such kind of a fear, definitely they will feel they will develop such negative self-concept, even though they have, which we can consider as inferiority or socially awkwardness, even unlikable. Maybe they're expecting, maybe if I speak or if I perform, maybe nobody will like me. Like such kind of a negative self-concept is going to be develop among the adolescents. So this will be hinder the self-esteem and confidence. Once self-confidence is not in a suitable manner, definitely it is harmful for their psychosocial development. So like there are so many delayed milestones. Maybe a child, a teenager, a adolescent have a good stage of going further, but due to this social phobia, when they started delaying, when they started postponing, or when they are started going to the away from that or missing an opportunity, can also happen due to this SAD or anxiety disorder. Yes, madam.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Like you said that social anxiety disorder, we also call it as social phobia. So I think it's important for everyone to understand that which child, which adolescent is going through this disorder, who are developing these symptoms, and what could be those symptoms for everyone to understand that this particular child is facing such social phobia. So I would like to ask Satyam sir here. Satyam sir, would you like to tell us that how do we get to know if an adolescent or a teenager here in this case is facing the social anxiety disorder or social phobia? Sir.
वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन मैम। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जो इन सिम्टम्स को समझना है उससे पहले हमको ये जानना चाहिए कि हम इन चीजों को कहीं छुपा तो नहीं रहे। जैसा कि सर ने बोला कि फियर इज द मेजर सिम्टम। एक नॉर्मल एंजाइटी और सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर को हमको अगर अलग अलग करना है तो फियर को हमको सबसे पहले समझना पड़ेगा। ये फियर अगर स्वाभाविक है, दैट इज रैशनल फियर, तो वो एक नॉर्मल एंजाइटी है। जैसे हमको आपको कभी ना कभी सबको होता है, अगर मुझे कहीं स्टेज पे परफॉर्म करने जाना है, किसी अननोन ग्रुप से मुझे इंटरेक्ट करना है, तो नॉर्मल एंजाइटी मुझे भी होती है। बट अगर ये फियर इरेशनल है तब वो आता है एक सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर के, अस्वाभाविक डर। तो इसके क्या क्या सिम्टम्स होते हैं जिनको हम पहचान सकते हैं अर्ली स्टेज पे डायग्नोज करने के लिए। तो जो अगर हम इसको अर्ली स्टेज पे डायग्नोज करना चाहते हैं तो सबसे पहला बात होती है वो हमको ये समझना है कि एक सर्टेन इमोशंस और बिहेवियर होते हैं जिनकी एक साइकिल होती है, जो एक पैटर्न होता है जो हमको समझना पड़ेगा अगर हम किसी को भी जानना चाहते हैं कि इसको सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर है या नहीं है। इसकी पहली स्टेज होती है एक्सेसिव फियर ऑफ सोशल सिचुएशन। मतलब किसी भी सोशल सिचुएशन में जाने से पहले उनको काफी ज्यादा डर का महसूस होता है। एक ऐसा डर जो कि बहुत ज्यादा अस्वाभाविक है, जो कि उनको कोई भी और काम करने से रोकता है। दूसरी जो सिचुएशन होती है, मैं इमोशंस की बात करूंगा, वो होता है फियर ऑफ नेगेटिव इवोल्यूशन। मतलब कहीं भी जाने से पहले उनके मन में एक प्री डिटरमाइंड थॉट्स होते हैं कि मेरे बारे में सब नेगेटिव ही सोच रहे हैं, सब नेगेटिव ही बात करेंगे। अगर मैं कहीं कुछ बोलूंगा तो मेरे बारे में सिर्फ और सिर्फ नेगेटिव चीजें ही लोग बोलने वाले हैं। तीसरे इमोशन की अगर मैं बात करूंगा, जो कि आपको गौर करना है अगर आप किसी में पता करना चाह रहे हैं कि इसको सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर है या नहीं है, तो वो तीसरा इमोशन होता है सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस। जब भी वो ऐसी चीजें सोचता है, ऐसे बिहेवियर के बारे में सोचता है कि लोग मेरे बारे में निगेटिव बातें करेंगे, लोग मेरे को जज करेंगे, जजमेंटल लोग होंगे मेरे आसपास, मेरे हर बिहेवियर को बहुत नोटिस किया जाएगा, मुझे ऑब्जर्व किया जाएगा, तो वो बहुत ही ज्यादा सेल्फ कॉन्शियस एक आइसोलेशन मोमेंट, आइसोलेशन फेज में वो चले जाते हैं। दूसरा, अगर मैं बिहेवियर पैटर्न की बात करूं तो जब भी उनके दिमाग में ऐसे इमोशंस आएंगे कि उनको फियर हो रहा है, जो एक्सेसिव है, नेगेटिव थॉट्स आ रहे हैं, तो जो इमोशंस आएंगे वो सबसे पहले हमारे जो फिजिकल है, फिजिकल सिम्टम्स में हमको सबसे पहले दिखाई देंगे। फिजिकल सिम्टम्स जैसे कि पसीना आना, बहुत ज्यादा पसीना आना, दिल की धड़कनें तेज हो जाना, ट्रेम्बलिंग होना, हाथ पैर कपना, नौशिया होना, ये सब ऐसे सिम्टम हैं जो सिर्फ और सिर्फ थॉट भर से ही उनको आ जाएंगे कि सिर्फ उन्होंने सोचा कि उनको कल या परसों किसी पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में जाना है या किन्हीं लोगों के सामने कुछ परफॉर्म करना है, किसी एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटी में पार्ट लेना है, विच इज अ कंपल्शन फॉर देम नाउ। तो उनको ये सब सोचने भर से ही उनको फिजिकल सिम्टम्स जो उनके अंदर डेवलप होंगे वो कुछ ऐसे होंगे। दूसरा, जो उनका बिहेवियर होगा वो इन फिजिकल सिम्टम्स को अवॉइड करने के लिए एक अवॉइडेंस बिहेवियर अपना लेंगे कि उनको ये सब चीज करनी ही ना पड़े, इसलिए वो उन सारी चीजों को अवॉइड करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे। न सिर्फ उन इवेंट्स को बल्कि उन प्लेसेस को भी अवॉइड करना स्टार्ट कर देंगे। जैसा सर ने बताया कि कई कंडीशन जब एक्सेसिव हो जाती हैं तो कुछ सिचुएशंस में बच्चे खाना तक अपना अलग खाने लगते हैं। उनको ऐसा डर होता है कि कहीं मैं इन लोगों के साथ खाना जब खाऊंगा तो ये लोग मुझे जज करेंगे, मेरे से चार बात करेंगे, फिर जब वो बात करेंगे तो मैं अगर कुछ बोल दूंगा तो मुझे नेगेटिवली जज किया जाएगा और उसके अकॉर्डिंग मुझे ट्रीट किया जाएगा। तो ये कुछ मेजर फैक्टर्स हैं जिन पे हमें नजर रखनी चाहिए अगर हम सिम्टम्स देख रहे हैं सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर के।
बिल्कुल सर। मुझे लगता है पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स जब भी बच्चों के आसपास होंगे तो वो इन सिम्टम्स का ध्यान रख सकते हैं, और अगर ऐसा कुछ भी उन्हें नज़र आता है तो वो केयरफुल हो सकते हैं और इसका सॉल्यूशन भी ढूंढ सकते हैं। अब हम समझना चाहेंगे कि जो सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर है उसकी वजह क्या होती है, व्हाट आर द रीजंस, व्हाई डू दे अकर, एंड व्हाट हैपन्स टू अ चाइल्ड दैट दे फेस such a disorder or such a phobia. So Kariyappa sir, would you like to tell us that what could be the reasons or the causes for this particular disorder, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. I think we can see most of the people will think that I think I also have a phobia. I am also seeing such kind of symptoms or sweating. But what are the reasons? I am everything okay. I have a knowledge. I have content with me. But why I am unable to perform? So I think most of the research studies are done in this area, but it's not a single reason or particular reason we cannot say because of this it is happening. That kind of intense fear is occurring or uttering among the adolescent. So this is a combination of three things, that is a genetical factor, environmental factor, and psychological factor. The combination of all these three, this kind of behavior is developing among the adolescent. So this we can see that, for example, if you talk about a first one, a genetic reasons. What are the genetical reasons are there? It's a predispositions can play a major role in this. What kind of social anxiety disorder they're going to develop? If you've seen their family background, maybe those who already have such kind of a fear, such kind of a problem, automatically the adolescent will go into be a higher risk in this part. So it may be we may receive from the genetical transformation. And another one, there is a most important, there is brain chemistry. If you talk about that, this is a imbalances in neurotransmitters. So here it is more technically we use here, there is a particularly, there is a name called happy hormone in generally we speaks, but there is a brain, there is a serotonin. So there is a serotonin is the natural chemical which develops to control the or to exhibit the happiness or satisfaction, or that's why we can call it as a happy hormone. So when the happy hormone is imbalanced, when it is heightened to the next level, so then there is some kind of fear appearance. This may be one of the reason. So this may be number of factors may be influenced to be imbalance of this hormone. So another one most important under this, if you talk about it, biological factor. So like there is a amygdala. It's in a brain, there is a part of brain in the center of the brain in the shape of cashew nut kind of a brain part is going to be indicates that, and which controls the emotions and fearness. So which when you have unable to control these or unable to are overacted into the normal actions into that brain activity will also a cause for this kind of intense or persistent fear, or otherwise social phobia, what we can call. So like another one, when you talk about the environmental factors, the first one comes to that negative and traumatic social experiences, like always thinking negatively. So if I do, nobody will accept. If I do, maybe it's unlikable to the others. Such kind of negative development. And another one most is some traumatic situation, like sexually abused or maybe verbally abused by earlier days. Means because of earlier experiences will also hinder their expression kind of an to stop to enter into the performance level. So after seeing some people also, they may take back to the expression moment, like they won't unable to perform their what expecting in that. So this is the majorly. And another one is social and peer pressure. I think in the adolescent age is most of the people are spent with the peer group or same age group people. So when they have some kind of peer pressure, surely we can see that they also want to perform like others. When they are unable to reach in such situation, they understood and they will take back step and they will start the avoidance continues and it's become a kind of a disorder. So then next, another one most important is cultural and societal factors. There are some of the part of an environmental factors. If you see that some cultural activities in our community or in our village or maybe in our part of background of the child, also maybe sometime we can hinder the part of performance of this student. And if you talk about the last one, there is the psychological factors. The most important, even last sir also mentioned regarding this, the learned behavior. So due to the avoidance or due to the fearness, they start avoiding. This avoiding continuous is become a learn. So it's become a completely, the child knows everything, but already learned behavior is going to be avoid the performances, avoid to enter the in front of the public, avoid in front of the group. So that's why they could not able to go further. So another one, most importantly, if you talk about the psychological behavior, is personality traits. So what kind of personality traits developed by a teenager or adolescent? We can see that I think most of the being a shyness. For anything they will feel shy. So this is a, and otherwise some students or some of the adults, teenagers, we can find there is a perfectionist. For everything they want very perfectionist. So such kind of personality, if they develop, some when they feel, if they feel perfect, not perfect, and they won't come for the performance. So another one, majorly self-critical. For everything more and more critical themselves. So okay, always they have such kind of psychological behavior. Like if you talk about it, genetic, environmental, and psychological factors, all these combinations will be there to see the reasons to be kind of intense fear or social phobia, or we can call as social anxiety disorder.
Okay, so now that we have discussed the symptoms and we have also discussed the causes or reasons that why this disorder occurs, let's understand the solution of it, because every problem has a solution, every disorder has to go if it is required. So we would like to understand, Satyam sir, क्या आप हमें बताना चाहेंगे कोई टेक्निक ऐसी, कोई मेथड्स, कुछ छोटी छोटी हैबिट्स जो कि हम डेली यूज़ में ला सकें, ताकि जो भी चिल्ड्रन है, जो भी एडोलेसेंट्स हैं, उन्हें सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर अगर है तो वो उनसे फ्री हो सके एंड उन्हें बहुत ज़्यादा मदद मिल सके. क्या आप कुछ मदद करना चाहेंगे, कुछ टिप्स देना चाहेंगे? हाँ,
डेफिनेटली मैम, आपने बहुत सही बात कही कि एवरी प्रॉब्लम हैज अ सोल्यूशन एंड दिस टू हैज अ सोल्यूशन, और इसके सोल्यूशन बहुत ही सिंपल है. और अगर आप इनको फॉलो करेंगे तो इस सोशल एंजाइटी डिसऑर्डर से बाहर आना काफी आसान हो जाता है किसी भी बच्चे के लिए. बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इस चीज को जो मेजर इशू है कि बच्चे कन्वे ही नहीं कर पाते हैं, क्योंकि डिसऑर्डर ही इस बात का है. तो सबसे पहले हमको ये समझना है कि अगर कोई भी चीज डिसऑर्डर में कन्वर्ट हुई है, इसका मतलब बच्चे की फंक्शनिंग में कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम आई है. तो उसको हमें रिजॉल्व करने के लिए सबसे पहले किसी न किसी जो प्रोफेशनल है उससे कंसल्ट करना चाहिए, चाहे वो स्कूल काउंसलर हो चाहे नॉर्मल काउंसलर हो. अगर वो डिसऑर्डर है तो सबसे पहले उसके लिए जो दोनों चीजें ही यूज होती हैं, एक होता है थेरेपेटिक नीड, दूसरी होती है सेल्फ हेल्प टूल्स. जो थेरेपेटिक नीड्स जो यूज होती हैं उसमें यूज करते हैं हम CBT, दैट इज कॉग्निटिव बिहेवियर थेरेपी, जिससे कि बच्चे को ये पता चलता है कि उसके क्या नेगेटिव ऑटोमेटिक थॉट्स हैं, क्या ऐसे थॉट्स हैं जो कंटिन्यूस एक पैटर्न बना चुके हैं उसके दिमाग में, जिनके आने से जो पर्टिकुलर बिहेवियर है वो हो रहा है उसके अंदर. तो उस CBT में हम उसको इन नेगेटिव थॉट से अवगत कराते हैं, साथ साथ में उसको क्या पॉजिटिव, क्या ऐसे एक्टिव चेंजेस हैं जो वो ला सकता है उसके बारे में बताया जाता है. दूसरी थेरेपी जो हम यूज कर रहे हैं, जो किसी भी बच्चे को अगर वो किसी काउंसलर के पास जाता है तो यूज कर सकते हैं, दैट इज अ एक्सपोजर थेरेपी. इसको हम सिस्टमैटिक डिसेंसिटाइजेशन भी कहते हैं. इसमें जब बच्चा कोई भी ऐसी सिचुएशन जो उसके लिए एक्सट्रीम कंडीशन में उसको लगता है कि ऐसा होने पर उसको ये सब बहुत ज्यादा घबराहट या पसीना या सारे फिजिकल सिम्टम्स बहुत ज्यादा ऐसा होने पर दिखाई पड़ते हैं, तो उस टाइम के लिए उसको ब्रेक डाउन करके ऐसी सिचुएशन में लाया जाता है जो उसको बहुत ज्यादा मिनिमम इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है उस चीज का, और फिर उसको उससे एक्सपोज कराया जाता है, जिससे कि एक डिसेंसिटाइजेशन प्रोसेस शुरू होती है, जिससे वो धीरे 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 करके उस सिचुएशन में आ जाता है, जबकि वो उन सारी सिचुएशंस को हैंडल कर पाता है. बस दिस टेक्स टाइम. जो टूल्स हम देते हैं सेल्फ हेल्प टूल्स, वो उनमें हम इंक्लूड करते हैं जो माइंडफुलनेस, और दूसरा जो टूल देते हैं हम वो देते हैं मसल रिलैक्सेशन टेक्निक. माइंडफुलनेस और मसल रिलैक्सेशन टेक्निक, माइंडफुलनेस में हम यूज करते हैं मेडिटेशन और डीप ब्रीदिंग. ये दोनों टेक्निक उसको तब मदद करती हैं बच्चे को जब वो उस पर्टिकुलर मोमेंट में एंजाइटी फील कर रहा है। दूसरी जो हम उसको टूल देते हैं वो हम देते हैं पॉजिटिव विजुअलाइजेशन। अब जब इतने लंबे समय तक किसी बच्चे ने अपने आसपास सब चीज नेगेटिव देख ली है, सब चीज नेगेटिव एज्यूम कर ली है, परसेप्शन डेवलप कर ली है, तो सीबीटी के थ्रू उसके सारे नेगेटिव परसेप्शन से हम उसको ये तो बता देते हैं कि क्या क्या उसके नेगेटिव परसेप्शन है जो चेंज हो सकते हैं, लेकिन पॉजिटिव विजुअलाइजेशन में हम उसको ये बताते हैं कि असल में कैसा फील होगा उसको जब वो सारी सिचुएशन में वो अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा हो, वो सोशली एक्टिव होगा, वो लोगों से मिल रहा होगा, वो पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में अच्छा कर रहा होगा। ये विजुअलाइज करने से किसी भी बच्चे का सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है और असल में इस जो डिसऑर्डर का जो मेजर पार्ट है वो सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाकर ही काफी कुछ सॉल्व हो जाता है।
जी सर, जैसा आपने बताया कि अगर सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बच्चे का बढ़ जाए तो ये डिसऑर्डर से बच्चे फ्री हो सकते हैं और उनका जो मेंटल वेल बीइंग है वो मेंटेन रह सकता है। सर, ऐसे में जब किसी बच्चे को सोशल एंग्जाइटी डिसऑर्डर होता है तो ये सिर्फ बच्चे की ही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं होती है कि वो अपना ध्यान रखे और ये छोटे छोटे स्टेप्स फॉलो करे, बल्कि उनके सभी आसपास के लोगों की भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है, चाहे वो उनके टीचर्स हों, चाहे वो उनके पेरेंट्स हों या फिर आम सोसाइटी भी हो। सो करियप्पा सर, बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव मच टाइम लेफ्ट, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट you to share certain roles and responsibilities of teachers, that how can they help the students if they think that they are facing social anxiety disorder. So
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Like, just sorry, I second that. If you want to overcome the social phobia or this is social anxiety disorder, the main thing is we need to increase their confidence level among the teenagers or adolescents. So for that, definitely the parents and teachers' role will be the very vital and very significant. So if you talk about the teachers, if the teacher role, because most of the time and most of the social activities starts from the school, when you are interacting with the school, classroom, group activities, project activities, so many things. The first we have start with the school only. That's why the teachers need to be provide such kind of the valuable support which can create an inclusive and accommodating classroom environment for these students. So which we can say that when they have such kind of the fostering classroom atmosphere with accepting and non-judgmental. Here the students should understand it is not judgmental, it is completely expressible. So when they feel, automatically they will start an increasing and they will start participating, automatically their phobia will be suppressed. So like here, that's what we should understand. The teacher should be worried or should be taken care in respectful of differences. So they should not highlight the differences. We should be respect their differences, maybe the cultural differences, knowledgeable differences, or IQ differences, academical performance differences, or subject wise their like or dislikes, like the sports they like and dislike. All these differences, when they are addressed in a class, then automatically the teenager or adolescent can develop free to express. When come forward, when they develop some kind of confidence in that level, they automatically they will go away. That's what the teacher role is very very vital. The teacher must should taken care of that. Like encourage the positive peer interactions. They should encourage the student with positively interactions, and also they should discourage what are the teasing, bullying, such kind of an unethical behavior or which is unpleasant to the other students or who are feeling such kind of fearness. And please promote inclusive and teamwork. This is the most important. Teachers has to take care among the teenagers and adolescents will help to and boost their self-esteem and self-confidence. And another one, we can say that individualized support, or maybe IEPs, we can say individually we have to plan what they have special, what they have problem, or what kind of, with the help of maybe a counselors, or with the help of maybe a parents, or with the help of maybe a co-teachers, they should identify what the specific needs are required by a child. Such kind of an activities, if they plan, it is going to be happen. Like recently we have conducted a small, based on this area, we conducted a small activity. It is mirror act activity. So the child was completely isolated and never came before to the performance. But first, when the such kind of person we came across, and we gave an activity called mirror act. So the student has to be stand in front of the mirror and first the should speak. When he developed a confidence, then we went to the next level, that's a small group discussion. Just 2 members are discussed with him, then next small group, then next public speak. Like we have step by step, teachers need to be conducted some kind of an activities in classroom itself or wherever they have a chance, wherever they have their space to develop among the individually, whatever they have a kind of a small kind of an issues need to be addressed by the teachers, or maybe it may be a private or it may be one-to-one sessions need to be taken care with the help of counselor and teachers. And we have to reduce the public speaking pressure. It should be not pressurized, it should be pleasure. When a student is come forward, when you create such kind of inclusive environment or fostering a good environment to the students, definitely they will come forward and present. So such kind of pleasurized activity plan if you do, definitely the teacher role is most important here, can go ahead. Another important is positive reinforcement. So we want, because every teacher, every student activities, if once he came forward or if you are ready to come forward, we need to appreciation, some kind of, we have to recognize their efforts and achievements, and we whenever they performed well or if they performed not well in some situation where we have constructive feedback has to be given, or if they did well, we have to be appreciated in a different kind of token of, in all different method, maybe honoring a prizes or giving a certificate and just appreciating in front of the public, that all will be boost them to be perform the next level. Even though if you are boosting one, those who are having a phobia people also can come forward. Why? Because after seeing them, they also can think that yes, I can also get such kind of an appreciation in the next program. So such kind of, we can see that. And communication is important. The most important is students need to communicate one-to-one where there is required. The teachers also need to be seen whatever the thing. And last point, we talk about flexibility. This is a most need of understanding by the teachers is when the people are performing means there is a requirement of flexibility. If they could not have such kind of flexibility, so unable to collaborate with some different kind of an activities. So only this such kind of flexibility activities is need to be conducted by teachers, which can be avoid, which we are unpleasurable or only pressurized things can useful for the enrich or boost the development in the midst, some kind of like a self-confidence and self.
Right.
It's going to be encouraged and it's going to help for the
right.
social.
Yes, sir. So we have understood that a teacher's role is a lot important in the student's life, and if they're going through any of the crisis or even social anxiety or disorder, then the child can anytime go to a teacher and seek assistance or help. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Karyappa. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for being with us in this particular program today. It was wonderful having this interaction with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you to all our viewers as well. I really hope that this entire conversation is going to benefit you. If you know anyone who is facing a social anxiety disorder, please follow these little steps, little techniques, and it is going to help you. Thank you so much. So before leaving, just want to remind you once again that NCERT textbooks for this new academic session 2023-2024 are available throughout the country now. And information regarding this is being shown in the form of ticker on your screens at the moment. Please give it a read. We're wrapping up our today's programs right here, right now, but tomorrow we'll come back again with more programs on more subjects, on more topics. So if you have any suggestions, any feedbacks, please feel free to share them with us. And I really hope that you have a great evening ahead. Take care of yourself. Have a great day ahead. And I'm Tanvi Khurana. I'll take a leave of you. Thank you so much once again. Namaskar.
सोच में सकारात्मकता लाएं, जीवन को बेहतर बनाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। मनोदर्पण के काउंसलर से परामर्श पाने के लिए डायल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 844-844-0632। नंबर एक बार फिर सुने 844-844-0632।